Hello again, everybody. Welcome back to Ajax HQ. We're getting into episode 6 of the VGC Rank series, and for those of you who are brand new to the channel, thank you so much for stopping by. We are here in season 6, gonna get things progressed. Let's go ahead and get right into it. So we have currently a 10-2 record. I'm very happy about that, and I actually check that out. I didn't mean to start it. I wanted you guys to see where the ranking was going. So we're currently at 2,300. We hit 2,000 on the last video, but me being at work all day kicked me back a few. But let's see if we could go ahead and get ourselves maybe into that top 1,000, get closer to that top 100. But first things we got Wright. Senior Wright, Mrs. Wright, who knows? And damn it, they have exactly what I didn't want to see. So they have Dracozolt, and that is a huge problem for me. So they also, they're actually a pretty aggressive team here. So if they recognize the fact that I am kind of weak to Dracozolt, they're going to be doing pretty good. But they also have Milotic, the Incineroar. The Incineroar is kind of annoying, which means I definitely want to bring my Milotic. And I'm half tempted to actually start with the Milotic. I don't know if I'll tank a hit from that Dracozolt though. That's the problem. Especially with if they decide to go with the Clefairy to start. So I almost think maybe my best play would be to open up Milotic and Grimmsnarl so I can maybe get a competitive boost. And if not, I can still take out Whimsicott's Focus Sash. I can put pressure onto Dracozolt, but the thing is with that Clefairy there, it's not going to be too easy. So Charizard's almost actually a good threat here too, but they're all generally faster than me. So let's see. I have to play really smart here, and I have to think about this really quick. So you know what? Duraludon wouldn't be bad here either, but I'm going to go with this. I'm going to go with my initial starting idea. I'm going to go here, and I'm going to go with this. I want the back, I want the sleep plays on the back end, and if I don't like the opening setup, I'm probably going to switch out and maybe let Venusaur do the Dynamax in this game. I've been debating on putting Protect on my Milotic as well, so I think I might find out in this episode here, especially with this right now, the situation, whether it's going to be worth it or not. So let's see how they opened. They went exactly what I was hoping they wouldn't. So now we're in... It's bad. It's pretty bad. So there's not really too much here. That's good for me. I can't do anything about getting to that Dracozolt because there's a Clefairy in front of me, and I can't Thunder Wave the Dracozolt. So how do I get by this? I don't think I do. Honestly, this is pretty bad. So let's see. So if you Max Lightning this slot, Venusaur probably takes that, right? And then actually, you know what? I could fake out the Clefairy. I think my one shot here is to fake out the Clefairy, Max Hailstorm this, hope that I live, and hope that it kills it. That's pretty much it. I have one chance here. I don't think I really have another one. I was kind of debating about it, but yeah, I think this is my best play. Still hustle, and if it happens to be Life Orb, let alone whether it's weakness policy or not, it's rough. This is definitely something I said in the last episode too, that Dracozolt kind of gives me a problem. And it was very obvious to my opponent too when they saw it. It's like, oh yeah, what do they have to stop Dracozolt? All they have is Duraludon and Grimmsnarl. So part of me, that's why part of me wanted to maybe open with Grimmsnarl and Duraludon, maybe go for Flash Cannon plays and double into the Clefairy slot. But if they don't, it depends on if they swung at my Grimmsnarl or not, because I would have had Focus Sash. All right, here we go. Gonna fake this out. Hopefully, this Max Lightning does not kill my Milotic. Is that a crit? Wasn't, just killed outright. So, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be investing some new EV spreads into that Milotic because it got destroyed. So, this is exactly why I said I have problems with Dracozolt, and I am pretty much going to lose this game outright at this point. I don't really see many ways I can actually get by. So let's see. You could have Max Flare. You could have Yeah, I gotta go for this. So, how do I climb out of this? I don't think I do, to be honest. They had the perfect opening for me, and I did not guess right. So I have to now, let's see. Terrain's down too, so I can't even put that to sleep. Ow. Okay, so what do I do? Yeah, you could switch into Incineroar here. Yeah, you have many plays. You could bring in Excadrill. Yeah, because if you switch into Excadrill there, then you just... Yeah, I'm going to protect just to see what they do. And I'm going to make an attempt to play her off that, but I highly doubt it goes through. They're probably going to follow me or switch out. And it wouldn't be enough damage on the Drake's ult to kill it anyways. So, pretty bad first game already, but it's just... this is one of the few leads on my team that I didn't consider on how to beat properly. So, yeah, they're going to go for Max Airstream. The Protect's going to take at least a bit of that hit, and it's going to go up in speed. But unfortunately, this player up is going to only go at the Clefairy. I don't know if... So that's a good amount of damage. I have no idea if I decide to switch out. My Venusaur is gonna go down here, unfortunately. So I need to get rid of this Clefairy, and yeah, I still don't really see a way that I win this. But I'm gonna swap. I'm gonna hope that this Ninetales with the my Chlorophyll boost somehow gets me by. But the thing is, I pretty much only EV'd my Venusaur to a certain degree. And I think with the way that their Drake's ult's probably built after +1, still probably get outspeed my Venusaur. So if that's the case, I just lose. Let's see. So this is definitely something I'm going to make sure I go back and solve. Follow Me is going to go first. I have a gut feeling that the Max Airstream is going to go first. Oh, it's not. Okay. All right. So that's at least the Clefairy gone. And Hustle's still a thing, so there is chances that it could miss. It's gonna, I mean, not this obviously, but it's gonna. I was gonna live for a second. Let's see. So I think my only shot here is when Grimmsnarl comes in. I have to make the right decision, because if they brought, well, actually, if they brought Incineroar, I have to fake it out no matter what. And I still have a Focus Sash, and I don't really want to commit to overheats. Ooh, okay. All right, so do I have to bank on Hustle misses? I really hope not. All right, so I have a fake out available to me, but I don't really think the fake out is the play here. I have Focus Sash. I need to get rid of that Drake's ult. I don't really see a reason why they decide to Tailwind, but maybe they do just because of the fact that I got rid of... I was able to get rid of that last play, so... I think this is my only shot. It's not a good one, but it's my only shot. If I could somehow get a double KO here and walk out of this turn... I don't know, we'll see. It's, again, it was still a very bad start. Volt Beak's gonna go off. I lose. So, that still outsped me after the second Max Airstream. Moonblast is gonna go off too. I'm Focus Sash, but I can't deal, well, didn't even kill. But I can't deal with the hit afterwards, and I ended up missing the player off, so Hustle don't matter. It's gonna hit, but my player off's gonna miss, so that's a GG. Game 1, pretty bad. So my next team for sure is definitely going to be targeting, making sure I don't lose outright to this team here. I kind of think my better play to start, which I almost did, but I backed off, and it was I think it was very dumb of me to lead with the Milotic there, was probably the... it was Life Orb and everything. Yeah, there was no way. And it had Fire Fang, so had a lot of options there. Yeah, the standard. No attacking moves. Melodic. Yeah, standards. Yeah. Oh, ooh, switcheroo. Okay. You didn't even have a protect on you. It was a weakness policy too. Okay, so I think at least if I'm still with this team, before I make my adjustments, it's gonna drop us back to 3,000. So we've been floating between that. So my third loss of the season. But yeah, I think what I'm gonna end up doing is making some heavy adjustments for one towards how to properly deal with Dracozolt and maybe a different lead. So we're not gonna see Dracozolt this time. We could. All right, so it's potentially Gyarados with Togedemaru. I think the Chandelure is only for Imprison plays, and they could still bring the Chandelure just to try and avoid maybe double Heat Waves, but against this team, I don't really have a reason to double Heat Wave unless they were to open Darmanitan and Excadrill maybe. But I think most likely they're going to go with Togedemaru and and Gyarados. In which case I have this. Because that lead deals with Venusaur, Milotic kind of, it threatens, and that's right, they could get Power Whip and Charizard, so I think that's what they're probably going to do. I'm going to go with that, and then the Darmanitan and Excadrill are kind of scary, and I don't really see a reason for Venusaur here. Yeah, there's not really a reason for Venusaur, so I think I'm going to bring this in the back. If I could get rid of Darmanitan, if they bring it, then I'll be in a pretty good spot there, because then I won't have to worry so much about my Charizard kind of swinging. I just realized the screen is off again. Thought I fixed that. Oh well. At some point, I'm gonna end up ordering more lights. They decided to go with this play. I'm still... See, this isn't a great spot, but I'm still in a better spot than I was before with this. So, or at least this is half doable. So what I might do, it depends on if they have Protect. So there's been a lot more Protects on Whimsicott lately. So if I don't Dynamax my... You know what? Actually, if I decide to go for, I was thinking about maybe switching out Duraludon to just completely avoid the ground move. But then again, if I do that, then yeah, that won't work the way I want it to. So I think I really want to prevent Tailwind from going up. I'm gonna get some pluses to defense too. I'm gonna go aggro at the start because I think they're gonna go aggro too. They are. So if they protected, if this happens to be, if it's eject button, then I just get rid of it. But if it's not, I at least get the +1 to defense. And I'm focus ashed on the Grimmsnarl, so if they decide to swing at that, I wouldn't be surprised. What I really want is to start max Wormwinding around or right onto the Excadrill now, because I want to lower its attack as quick as possible. They're a pretty physical team for the most part too, other than Whimsicott and Chandelure. So anything that comes in for the quite a bit of options that come in will end up losing attack if that's the case. Let's see if you protect. You don't. Okay, so I get to get rid of the Whimsicott. That's great. You're going to probably max Quake. Yeah, you get a max Quake into Dura. So I'm glad I went for that because Duraludon would have went down. Yeah, it would have went down. So that does mean it's probably going down on the next hit though. So that kind of sucks a little bit. Actually, no, not necessarily. I might do. I might end up going for the play that I was thinking of before. It's not common, but occasionally, if you got to dip, you got to dip. I'm not usually one to remove a Dynamax from the field to stay safe, but if the play is obvious enough, I think I might end up switching this Charizard in on that slot. Okay, so you're okay. So Darmanitan is probably going to swing at the Grimmsnarl. If I get Thunder Wave on that, that'd be great. There's no way that I'll be able to swing first, because I can't Thunder Wave that. Yeah, I think I might risk it, and if they hard read this, I'm screwed. But it's either that or I go down. And I don't think, yeah, I'm gonna swap. Let's hope I guess right. Used it up the first turn. Not something I normally do, but if I dodge this, I outspeed Excadrill outside of Sand. So that tremendously sucks. Okay, you went. Okay, you did that. I guess that kind of makes sense. Oh, and you're gonna Quake into the Grim. Well, you went the other way around. Charizard still took a hit. Duraludon is still alive. You probably have Rock Slide. You probably have Rock Slide. I don't know if I survive that through Protect. That's the problem. All right, I think I know what I'm gonna do. I'm going to try to Thunder Wave again because I really need that Dura slow down. I'm gonna sack, or I'm gonna switch into Duraludon here. And I'm gonna switch it back in because if they go for Rockfall, then there's a swap. Okay, interesting. What'd you swap to? Oh, Chandelure. Okay, so you were trying to get. All right, so you were trying to get me on a Heat Wave play. Okay. All right. So I'm still gonna get the Thunder Wave onto the Chandelure at least, which is good. That means only one thing is gonna get hit here. There's the Rockfall. I don't know if my Duraludon actually goes down to this. It doesn't. Okay. So, all right. So this isn't as bad because I decided to pivot a little bit. They don't know I have Sucker Punch, and if they had a Focus Sash, well, actually no, so Focus Sash was most likely on the Whimsicott. I think I want to go for Sucker Punch here. And Speed's in my favor, so I don't want to switch either one of these out. I'm going to let them go down by themselves. Speed's in my favor. I need to get rid of the Chandelure. So let's try. That's not very effective, but let's give it most damage overall. I want to say, yeah, Sucker Punch, if it connects, will KO. So I'm going to try this. I doubt that they even let me get that. Sucker Punch. It didn't KO, but Sand is going to take it out. Okay, we're still okay. And Grim avoided the Rock Slide. And Duraludon lived on 1 health. And I flinched. That sucks, but okay, so this isn't too bad. Literally what comes down to next is I need to not miss a Heat Wave. Either one. I think if either one of them connects, actually, it might just kill them. So, oh wait, I didn't get. I didn't end up getting the Thunder Wave on the Darmanitan. I just remember that. I'm Choice Scarfed on Ninetales, but it probably has Rock Slide. Crap. Okay, so we are not out of the woods yet. Well, you're definitely going to Rock Slide with the Excadrill. And man, which one's more accurate? They're both the same. But, well, what this comes down to is I need to hope that I outspeed that Darmanitan. Or Rock Slide's missed. So, can we avoid taking 2 losses in this one round? We're about to find out. Let's go. The answer is no, we did not. Ninetales is somehow still alive. I need this to literally double KO. Except they missed. Oh yeah, that's right. That was +2 in his weakness policy. So I lost. So we're gonna go down 2 losses in this episode, unfortunately. Yeah, there's the hit. I'm not too sure how I could have replayed that match out any better. Pretty much the theme of this one was I missed a lot. Missed the Thunder Wave. I missed the Heat Waves. And yeah, it was mostly the big one is the Thunder Wave that I missed on the Darmanitan in the first place. So, notes to take. I really need to solve Dracozolt, and I really need to consider maybe a few different forms of speed control, because what happened essentially in this episode was I did not have a lot of answers to speed control overall. And because of that, I couldn't stop some of the things that were kind of just tearing me apart. So, maybe I switch Grimmsnarl's Thunder Wave to Scary Face, but that might miss. So, wow, we dropped quite a bit. We went down to 51. So, unfortunate. Gonna take 2 more losses in this episode, going down 10-4. But overall, I learned quite a bit with what the team can be improved on. I haven't really had a big issue with any team so far, and it's the first time that I've run into something that I knew was a problem, but I didn't really have to solve it yet, and now I do. So thank you so much for joining me here on episode 6 of VGC Rank Series. This, unfortunately, we ended up going 2 losses, but it's all good because episode 7 come back with a vengeance. I want to make sure that I continue to keep a good record and continue to push to try to chase towards #1. And for now, I'll see you next time.